Y'all,
Hello.
what the fuck going on? Welcome to My Favorite Lyrics, the music podcast where we talk about lyrics, except for when we talk about other stuff. We got a very, very special guest in the building today. Y'all might know her from rap shit. You know what's really funny about this podcast is sometimes I do people's like earnest credits, and then sometimes I just kind of introduce them.
Yeah.
I never know what the right one is.
Run me my shit, bro.
Y'all y'all might know her. She's been a writer on Big Mouth.
Mm-hmm.
All right, she wrote for Betty. She was a main character on rap shit on HBO. You ever heard of it? Home box office. She also wrote on that. She was also on Wildin' Out.
Oh, woo.
Woo, yeah. If we doing
that.
it, if we running the resume,
I guess run me my whole shit.
You know what I'm saying? Let's
okay.
go ahead and is there anything that I missed? Is there anything you want me to?
I am the reason Mom Donnie got elected.
And the reason why, if y'all like Zoran, y'all about to enjoy this episode.
Exactly.
Y'all
Muslims are back in a major way.
Come on now.
We're back, and I'm pushing the rhetoric. It's got to get pushed. All the Muslim problems are fixed.
Wow.
Now that Mom Donnie is elected.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Which reminds me of A$AP Ferg and Nicki Minaj.
Sure.
Do you know the song that I'm talking about?
I don't think so. Let's talk about it.
Well, I mean, this is where I'm gonna struggle on this podcast.
Also, I gotta represent the game. I gotta say your name. I never said it.
Okay, that's important.
Yo, what?
That's
Should
important.
I? It doesn't matter.
Tell him I'm A$AP Ferg.
We got A$AP Ferg on the motherfucking podcast.
Hey,
Ride with the mob.
Alhamdulillah.
Check in with me.
And do your job.
Berg is her name.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. We got Aida Osman.
Yes.
We got Aida on the pod.
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
Happy to be here, man. I was telling Devon before we started recording, why am I looking directly down the barrel? Sorry.
It's okay. You can honestly look. There's no rules. You can look wherever you want to look.
I told Devon once I got here that I'm so happy to be talking to an adult human being.
Yeah.
Because I have a 4-month-old at home.
Oh, baby.
She's running me dry.
That's
tired,
that's what they do.
She's taking all my vital minerals. Like I don't even have much left.
Mm-hmm.
She was up 5 times last night in the middle of the night.
Is it like that most nights?
It's like that every night.
I feel like you're the first new mother we've had.
Because usually, like, you're supposed to sanctify your motherhood and stay inside, but I'm just like, yo.
You can't do that forever.
Get me out of there.
You can't do that forever. It's like.
And a little girl waking up to fart. She farts and then she cries and then I have to put her back down.
She just like me for real. You know what I'm saying? I'd be lying if I said I haven't had a night like that in my life.
Yeah, where you just like, you have night sweats.
And I'm like, okay, I gotta rest.
Maybe I shouldn't have the mac and cheese from Popeyes.
Sure.
Multiple times a week.
It's good though. It's good. It's for fast food mac and cheese. I think it's doing what it needs to do.
Dang, I was kind of just grabbing from the ether, but you rocking with the mac and cheese from Popeyes.
I also used to live. Okay, I don't like. There's a tone in this, which feels the tone feels crazy, but it's like I used to live a block away from a Popeyes.
Okay,
and it's like, and I used to be, and the Popeyes would stay up until 4 a.m. So it was like, it was calling to me. You see that neon sign. It's like and I was like, this is when I was like out being lit, like more so than I am now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, they knew me. They knew me at the like the night shift people at this Popeyes. They popped in, and also what a lot of y'all don't know is if you pull up on the Popeyes right as it's about to close, and you got a good spirit, and you got a good relationship with the people inside of the company.
If you've established a rapport,
with the Popeyes, and you're pure in your soul, they will drop you off with the extra legs and some extra. I would come out with whatever was left. I'd order a 3-piece. I'm gonna pop out of there with a smooth 11 pieces.
That's
and
fire.
2 boxes of fries. I'm gonna come out with about 9 biscuits. Some extra sauces.
Honestly, you alone, you could fix the whole food shortage, food desert. Stamps are gone. Like, if you just start putting this type of information into the world, maybe we'll have less, hurt.
Hey, the current presidential administration, get at me.
Period.
Let's have a conversation. I got a couple solutions.
How old are you now?
34.
If you don't mind me asking. So, okay, one more year.
Oh, before I could be president.
That shit hit me like a ton of bricks recently. I remember in like 7th grade civics, they would teach us like, okay, you have to be 35 to be president.
Of course.
And I'm looking at my peer group like, some of these niggas could do it.
Yeah.
And none of you should.
Sure.
But damn.
You're looking at your peer group right now.
Yeah.
Saying that like now some of them have aged into presidential age.
Our friends are old enough to run for president theoretically.
In theory, and really in theory only.
Definitely.
Really, nothing about their reality really points to. That's maybe the scariest thing in the world to me is if I became a politician and then like people had to know about me. On
Yeah.
that. I already feel basically as famous as I would want to be.
That's it. We're not shooting for the stars.
I like working.
Mm-hmm.
I like working and I like making money. But like in terms of like, too many niggas know about me already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what it is.
I mean, I know
you know
exactly
what it
what.
is.
You know
like,
what? I remembered when I saw you last time in New York. Where were we? It was a show. It was Rufat's show, and you were performing, and we spoke afterward.
Yes, I do remember this.
And
Yeah.
I think I do this thing with all Black comedians where I try to reach out without saying too much. Where I'm like, "Are you good?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Are you okay?"
And at that point, I probably wasn't.
You seemed well. You told me you were fine, so you must have been falling apart.
Well, of course,
Yeah,
and that's what you do. That's the shittiest part about like sometimes people be like earnestly checking in on you, but it's like also like there's this, just being a Black man. There's so much shit baked into you where you're like, I can't.
Okay, speak on it.
I gotta maintain. I can't be letting them know. You know what I'm saying? You got like 3 people that you like really tell when you're like
exactly.
But like if somebody you don't see as much is like checking in on you, I feel like it's harder to be like, nah.
Yeah, I think that we try to maintain this thing of like, yeah, nigga, I'm in my corner over here. Everything's straight, bro.
Of course.
Like one tier.
Of course.
And then it's good when we talk about it.
Probably depending on what month and like where I was at my journey at the show, like I was probably. I was most likely going through it, unless it was the summer. In the summer, I would go on the road, so it wouldn't be like as hectic. But if it was during the season, that one tier was probably not far away.
I don't remember when it was. I just know I have been logged in since you left SNL.
Yeah.
And you're on this. I think I called it a redemption arc. Yeah. You're on your like your self-reclamation arc.
Yeah.
After you left NBC.
It's been.
So how's that?
I like now. I'm being interviewed.
Yeah.
No, I'm being interviewed.
I told you. I said I'm starting to compete in podcasts.
I like that. I like that because you're the first person to bring a tablet or a laptop of your own to kind of match my energy. And now I feel like you're like let's turn the camera around.
Yeah, guys, I don't know what
how's it going on your side.
I have a strong parasocial relationship with Gayle King.
Sure.
Like in my deep psyche, I think that's my career path.
Wow.
Like just arms always out.
Yeah.
Like a bob, and then asking people questions I have no business asking them.
Was it Gayle King or was it Ayanla in that clip
Sorry.
where she's asking that rapper to like rap to that portrait and she's like, say your lyrics to this picture.
It has to be Ayanla.
And the girl's going, the lyrics are like pop my butt, pop my butt, and she goes, you know what pop my butt meant to Harriet Tubman? It meant a whip. Okay, that's Ayanla.
I don't even know if I really should be revealing this, but when I was pregnant, so of course that's about 9 months of being in the crib and watching every episode of Iyanla Fix My Life to the point where I don't know if you check my daughter's birth certificate, her middle name might be Iyanla. I don't know though, because I wouldn't want to reveal that.
I don't know.
Without checking in.
I don't got access to. You know what I'm saying? Only you got all the information,
bro. So yeah, I think she's great. She's really, really great.
Does she really be fixing people's lives?
She fixed the fuck out of niggas. Like what?
Would you let Ayanla into your life?
No, honestly, the thing is, if you watch, no.
I like that you're like, she do be fixing niggas like hands off of my life.
No,
Ayanla.
she can't.
Don't be touching what I got going on.
My shit's straight, girl.
Okay.
Go away. Go away.
What were you about to say? The thing is,
it just goes too deep. She like, I think at this point I'm so therapized. I'm anti-therapy.
Whoa, so you're out.
I'm out.
You're completely out.
I'm out the game.
Was there like a session where you're like, okay, I found it, like whatever needs to be in here is done?
I still go to therapy.
Oh.
Spiritually, I'm out. Like, I pulled up a couple weeks ago. I was like, girl, it's crazy that I'm perfect and these other niggas is tripping, right? And she was like, and sometimes we have to deal with that, right? Our external world. I'm like, yeah.
To me, that sounds like your therapist being like, you need this. You need
Definitely.
You also sound like that's like the therapy version of like, niggas are like, man, like we still together, but like, in my mind, I'm already done moved out.
I'm with other hosts currently.
Yeah, exactly.
While we talking.
It's that's you with your therapist.
Definitely. But wait, you trying to... See, you trying to outrun.
Sure, I'm trying to run away from my past.
Yeah, you trying to tell me all your Lauren Michaels secrets right now.
Man.
But share what you're comfortable sharing.
What a journey. No, wow, where do you start? No, I don't, honestly, I feel like I feel like by the end, I did 3 years, and
Oh my God.
by the end of my third one, probably midway through my third one, I was like really decided that I like didn't want to do it anymore.
Okay.
But I feel like it feels nobody really dips after 3 like intentionally. That is not so like that's why, and I haven't actually really spoken about this that much like on,
or maybe even to yourself that much. Have you?
No, I've talked to myself about it a lot. There's a lot spinning around
Dear
up
diary,
here. Yeah.
still processing this shit.
But it's like I never really, I haven't really like corrected it because I feel like there's this like attitude where a lot of people don't believe that I like wanted to dip, but it really was like because that's not really standard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
most
this is
people,
what they don't know. I've wanted to leave every job I ever got.
Sure.
Because once you get in there, you're like, this is crazy.
It looks different than how you think it looks.
It's not what you thought.
Yeah.
See, I purged Wild 'N Out from my memory. That's how much I was like, when they fired me, I was like, thank you, Allah. Like, get me out of here. I'm not suited for this environment. You know what I mean?
The Nick Cannon verse, which is, I can imagine.
Yes, Nick Cannon metaverse.
He's kind of in his own, he's kind of created his own sort of world.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine, I see who some of the characters are, and I can only imagine what that looks like up close.
I don't know. I never seen him with the turban off.
Sure.
I feel like it might open like it has hinges right here, and it is his brain.
Or it might be like Severus Snape. You know what I'm saying? You take that thing off, and it's like, oh, there's a whole character behind that.
Voldemort.
Yeah, exactly. No, that wasn't Snape. That was
Voldemort.
That was Voldemort. But what
You're
was
running back?
Yeah. Hey, we gonna cut that. Actually, we gonna lose when I misplace my Harry Potter characters.
Yeah.
We gonna cut that from the record.
You
100%.
don't want to lose your brand deals. All type of shit you got going on.
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. Working is hard. Working in this industry is hard. Also, you and I are kind of positioned in an interesting place in this industry.
Speak on it.
You're a nigga from Austin. Famously.
Yeah.
Infamously. I'm a Muslim girl from Nebraska.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of places where they like, come here.
Sure.
We like you for you.
Yeah, because it's like you start to learn there's like I don't know. There's a version of you that I think that they want to see of you.
Yeah.
That I think you have to like. Sometimes you have to decide like, oh, am I gonna tap into that version of myself? Because that's not who I really want to be. But sometimes you're like, oh, I see who you need me to be in this moment, and I guess to work. And I feel like you have to decide like how much of that are you gonna turn on? Because sometimes you see people turn it on 1,000, and then sometimes you see people be like, okay, I'll dip my toe in this.
Exactly.
I'll dip my toe. I'll play the slave once.
One time.
I'll play the slave one good time.
I'll play that lady one time.
One time, but then after that, then I'm going into my own shit. But then I feel like that's how they get you.
Yeah.
Once you the slave once, then who knows where it goes from there.
I mean, Michael Blackson has a whole career.
He put himself over there, though.
He wanted that, right?
Because I think he's exactly where he wants to be.
I think that's how he talks when he's at home, too.
Probably.
Yeah,
at this
just
point,
how he is.
It's probably like Austin Butler when he played Elvis, where it's just like I'm so deep into it.
Oh shit!
I can't. I forgot how I even talk.
That's the thing. He's definitely enmeshed himself.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And he's just. It's like a Venus flytrap. It's like once you stuck in that, it's like you don't get out of it.
Yeah, okay, this is my only LA drop.
Yeah.
First of all, you got me in a part of LA I never come up to.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know parts of LA like that. I just be kind of...
This is like where they had the blood dinners. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
This is like where they do the sacred...
Tukey. Oh, those kinds of blood dinners.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like gangs. I thought you were, you know what I'm saying? This
We're
was,
like YG host parties.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, that's further south.
That's how little I know LA.
Well, how long are you here? You said a week?
Yeah, I'm here for a week.
Yeah, you're not going to figure it out in that time.
Well, it's also, you can't.
It's impossible.
And it's also like my homies who are like from here are always like, they're always like, man, niggas come to LA. Niggas come to LA, they don't even know they only be going to Silver Lake and talking about they don't like LA. And I'm just like, all right, but like where y'all be wanting me to go is like so far, where y'all be wanting me to go is not close to anything I got to do. But one time I need to stay here long enough. I got homies who's from like LA, and I feel like I need to just take that.
You gotta go.
I gotta take that drive and just.
It took me like 5. I moved here in 2019, so it took me like 5 years to get really acquainted with the city, and I had to have a liaison. From here.
Yes.
Eritrean girl, she was like, all you little transplants, you want to come here and pursue your fucking dreams.
Right. So you end up in that. So you
end
up in those handful of neighborhoods where that's popping.
So she put us in a paddy wagon and she took us to made us tour through everything. She's like, this is where they had the Watts riots. Shut up. Don't ever talk about it. You don't know nothing. Like, she just checked us. See, this is why I should have been a community organizer or something more noble.
It's not too late.
I might.
It's not too late.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you feel me?
But I have a podcast to start.
Yeah.
So
you're starting. We've talked about. She's starting a competing
my most
podcast.
Favorite lyrics.
Yes, exactly. My
favoriteest.
even more favorite lyrics.
Yeah.
My lyrics that's more favorite.
My godly lyrics.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
My lyrics bestowed upon me by Christ.
Do
you feel like as a Nebraskan?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's things about where you're from that people get wrong? Do you feel like there's a
Oh, it's hella shit.
I feel like it's...
Nobody gets that area of the country at all.
I feel like it's not really represented really at all. Like, it's not even represented enough to be misrepresented, I feel like.
Well, let me just tell you
Break it down.
The torch that I have to carry on.
Go ahead.
The only other black Muslim from Nebraska is Malcolm X. So in the lineage of it's me, it's Malcolm X, and then me. And if there's a Venn diagram, it's me and Malcolm.
And so why
and I think we're doing the same level of work.
And so you were telling me Malcolm X is indeed from Nebraska.
I think he's from Nebraska. He might have been in Detroit for a long time. For like a really long time.
Right, so much so that his nickname was Detroit Red.
But before that, they was calling him that Nebraska nigga. So
he was Nebraska. He was Omaha Red before he was Detroit Red.
Exactly.
And don't nobody want to talk about that.
He was a real Cornhusker.
Sure.
See, and y'all don't go that deep into the fucking literature.
No, I didn't. I read the book.
Me too.
I read the book, but like, I don't know. I read the book on some like I got to college. You know what I'm saying? Which is the first time I was around white people on that deep of a level.
What's Austin like? I thought it was super white. I obviously know there's niggas everywhere, but
here's what I'll say about Austin is like when you go in Austin, to me, it's like I feel like I relate to people from cities like Boston and like Seattle and like Portland, these cities that are like thought of as being very white, and it's like obviously like there are hella white people. We're the minority everywhere, but like the thing that this is the second podcast I've done today, and this is the second time I've got into like the plight of the black man. That's never.
But
it's never been what this has been.
Your guest before,
yes,
was a
black woman.
So here we go.
We
always want to make y'all feel that pain,
But like,
get it out.
I feel like what happens when you're from these certain cities is like people come there and they're like, oh, it's no niggas here, and it's like, oh no, there are. It's just like they've just been tucked away in a part of the city that none of the like tourist stuff is in.
Gerrymandered.
You feel me? So it's like literally like if you're like, I don't know how many people are listening that are from Austin. Like I grew up in Austin in like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And like, so first we lived in the suburbs at first. I lived in a suburb. It was a mostly white suburb. There was like maybe 1-2 other black families, a couple Mexican families. Like we all knew each other, but it was a mostly white area. And so my dad was worried. My dad was worried because he was like, my son's not going to be around like enough of his people. So like every summer, my dad would take me to like the east side of like the city's divided by a highway. This is crazy what I'm saying. The city's divided by a highway. The west, the further you go out west, the more rich people are. The further you go out east, the more poor people are. That's how it was when I was a kid. And so I would go on the east side every year for summer camp.
Okay.
Because that's where like all the black and brown neighborhoods was. My dad was like, all right, every summer, go over here, go to summer camp. And like that was my life for like, I don't know, a bunch of summers when I was a kid. And then when I got to middle school, I got to high school, a bunch of those kids that I knew from the summer camp started being at my school. And I was just like, oh, it's like, what's up? Like, all these people, I was like, what's up? Like, I ain't seen you in a long time. And then I got older and I realized, like, oh, they got pushed out of where they lived.
Yeah.
And, like, now the area that, like, I used to go to summer camp in when my dad was like, I want you around black people. Like, now you can't, it's no houses there that's less than, like, $1 million or $2.
Definitely.
So it's like you see that happen. So now really in the city when you go, it used to just be like, oh, like they're just not going to tell you about the restaurants where the black people's at. Now the black people literally live outside of the city.
Yeah.
Because they like can't afford. So it's like Austin is, it's more complicated I think than people realize. And so now where I grew up, that used to be like very white, is like very black, very brown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's changed.
Yeah.
Well, Lincoln is. I'm from Lincoln. I'm from the capital.
Okay.
But so Lincoln is like the only blue dot in the whole red state.
Sure.
So
very Austin coded.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. But we used to live kind of in the central part of the city. I was me and my family.
And that's also where the college is?
The college is like We're on O Street, like 10th and O, as you know where
Of
that
course,
is.
10th and O. Shout out.
10th and O. It's over there, and that's where I went to school, actually.
Okay, see?
But so
we understand each other. This is like actually like a very...
You get me.
Exact same thing.
And honestly, just to pause my story, when the whole time I knew you, I was like, Devon talks in a way I've never heard. A man, not even a black man, a man talk.
Speak on it.
Right? I was like, okay, he's funny. This is good. But
what vocal vibe were you getting from me when we met?
a lot of hats with cigarettes on it.
Oh,
but
sure.
black man. Like, I'm not even trying to take that from you. And I say all this to say,
sure.
Then I watched English Teacher. That new show.
Okay.
That's set in Austin. And they
Set in Austin, filmed in Atlanta.
Oh, well, then everything I'm about to say is about to... I could have sworn I heard this kid talk, and he's playing a character from Austin, and I was like, oh, that's how Devon talks.
Interesting.
That's how... I get it. There are black boys from Austin that do sound like that.
Totally.
It's a very particular... It's a mix of, like, Austin weird, Southern drawl, black influence. It was cool. Like, it's literally... you got a lot going on.
Yeah,
I got a lot going on.
It's also like my family. My mom's from Virginia. My dad's from PA, so I feel like that's its own...
there's like
there's like a northern inflection from my family, but I grew up in Texas. My other side of the family is southern. So you're right. It's a lot of it's a hodgepodge.
It's a lot. So wow, we're doing a census. We're not talking about
this show has never been this before. It's crazy. It's
good.
But here we are.
So you asked me before we started this pod.
Yes, I did. Oh, okay, sure.
If we should be honest people and talk about our past for real.
Yeah, because we've seen each other once, like in like 5 years, or something like that.
Yeah, and I knew of Devon because I'm younger than you, right? I'm 28 now, so which I found out I'm Gen Z for sure. I learned that today.
Yeah,
that
you're like the oldest Gen Z.
Oldest zillennial. Yuck.
Yeah, that's not a word you want to say.
I did learn my daughter's Gen Beta. She's the first year of not that any of this matters, but like it's just interesting to me to see that. And I was just talking to my baby cousin. She's just Gen Alpha through and through.
Sure.
They suck.
Freaky. I got a niece and nephew who are like 12 and 14, so they're like really in it, and I'm worried.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I can't tell if I'm getting older, or if they just do kind of. My niece and nephew are cool, but overall I'm like, this is kind of a whack era.
No, they're 19 and they're perverts, but they're not having sex.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna air her out. She just got off the phone with me and she was like, "Yeah, my nigga being disobedient, girl."
That's such a funny sentence.
What?
Yeah.
And they're all over the place. And I feel like I'm doing a poll. I'm trying to figure out where the world is with AI.
Of course.
We'll get back to our 6 conversations that we have open right now.
We got a couple tabs.
We have tabs open.
Yeah.
I ask her, she goes to Clark. I'm like, hey, what's up with AI? What's going on?
Yeah.
She's like, girl, it's so cold in this room. I have to use it.
What does that mean?
They're making up logic to use tech. And she's like, it's so cold in here. I can't think. Like, I have to turn on.
I see.
I got to turn on.
It's so cold she can't use her brain.
I can't.
She needs the computer to tell her how to order a pizza or whatever.
Yo, is this fit hard? You know what I mean? Like, they're using it for anything. They don't actually have the ability to discern, or they don't know what they like or what they want or what they... But anyway, I do fuck with ChatGPT. No, I'm kidding. I don't use it frequently. I will use it. I've used it before to me and my husband tried to break it one time.
In what way?
Hey, we was like, okay, well, I was like, baby, look, it's AI. Like, it's like the first time that people were talking about it. And he's like, I could defeat this shit right now.
Okay.
And I was intrigued, right?
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to, he goes in there and he's like, all right, tell me a joke for black people. It's gotta be for black people. Also, try to pronounce my last name, and also the punchline gotta be like Jason Bateman.
Okay.
Just throwing shit at the wall
things,
to see if it'll do it, and it just immediate error message.
Really?
Immediately was like it couldn't do it, and you can ask it anything else. It's like I got this.
It's really there's an error of specificity.
Yeah.
But how long ago is this?
Probably like the week it came out.
See, I bet you if you asked it, you should check again now.
Really?
I don't know why I'm like challenging. I'm like, we gotta
You're pro?
No.
You're pro.
I really try to stay off it. I really do stay off it, actually.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Google got all the stuff.
Yeah, well, Google is AI now, right?
Well, Google like forces it. I really can't stress enough how this podcast has never been what it is for this specific
We
episode.
haven't mentioned a single
somehow
musical.
we're talking about gerrymandering.
Yes.
We're talking about gentrification. We're talking about redlining,
Yeah.
and we're talking about the future of AI. It's never been this.
Well, I could connect it
Okay.
right now if you want.
Go ahead.
Young Thug, new album.
Yes.
That is the product of talking to AI.
Interesting. Speak on it.
Probably, right?
Go ahead.
What peer of Young Thugs was like, yo, bro, put the white shit on and make it all white. Do that. Say the N-word with the hard R in the first track. That sounds like some Sam Altman.
You feel
tech.
like computer Sam Bankman Fried. Altman Fried?
that
It doesn't
his
matter.
name?
It's one of those. It's
It's
something.
very
It's Sam something Fried.
revolutionary to not know that nigga's name.
Yeah, I try to really a big thing that I've been trying to do in my life is really be like, man, there's a lot of shit that's like really none of my business. There's a lot of shit that I'm like, actually, I really don't want to learn more about this. I think knowledge is power, but some knowledge, I'm like, keep that over there.
Roll it back.
There's some, you know what I'm saying? I'm so mad at y'all niggas for letting me know who the Rizzler is. Like, I never was supposed
The
to.
Rizzler.
I was never supposed to know about stuff like that.
That sounds like a steak at Chili's.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. It seems like you're unaware, and I'm not gonna tell you.
Rizzler.
I'm not gonna. Good.
Okay.
You're free. You're
Okay.
free because you don't. I'm upset because niggas have introduced this information into my mind, and now, it's also.
Rizzler.
It's like
I can guess.
now you just keep learning about these kids who are like 9 and they do something that really sucks, but they're really rich off it. So it's like,
Whoa.
you know what I'm saying? That's
Cash is king. Cash is king.
that's the long and short of it.
So
Anyway, you were about to go into our past.
okay, our past. So I can't mark the first time I heard who Devon Walker was. I really can't. You probably had. I'm younger than you, so I was like looking up.
If we've established one thing on this
I am
episode,
a perfect baby girl. Yeah, so I probably had seen you do stand up, and I was figuring out stand up by myself in Nebraska. Like I had a couple homies that did it, and we would drive to Iowa, and we would drive to Denver.
Yikes.
There was one I know. Just to do 5 minutes of material.
you driving to Iowa to perform, it was
Bro.
rough.
just to perform to white people with the same face
Yeah.
in a different state.
Of course.
So we were doing that, and I probably was just like, I remember at the time, for me, it was like, you, Langston.
Wow.
I think Zach had just put something out. Sam J. It was a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people that I was like, oh my God, you can be successful doing this. I don't know. I was just like, you can do this. I didn't know. In my mind, y'all was on YouTube, so y'all had millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I know
exactly.
when you're dumb.
Come to find out, the set that you saw me do, I probably got paid like 2 racks for.
That's even more than I would have expected
They
now.
did put me up in a hotel for like a night or two. Which
Okay,
was,
that's
shout
fine.
out. Comedy
nice.
Central doesn't really exist anymore, but like
Yeah.
it was an era. You had to be there for real.
Definitely.
Anyway, continue.
And that's the funny thing about the internet, especially when you're aspiring. Like, I have kids in my DMs now, like, how do you do what you do and how do I do it? And I'm like, this shit has changed so much. I can
It's an
guide
entirely
you.
different landscape.
Yeah, I don't know. Because
Yeah.
I don't do the TikToks. I don't know what to tell you other than, like, pick what you want to do and keep doing it.
Truly.
But, I mean, Twitter's.
Well, you were also like, I feel like
Yeah, how'd you know me?
years ago. I definitely. You definitely came up off of Twitter. That's how I knew you from at first. And I feel like you're in the last group who like slid under the door of Twitter when you could like still really like make something from it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was like you and like Caleb Heron.
Yeah.
And like I feel like maybe like Raina. I feel like
Yeah.
was like y'all were like the last era because I remember the early wave and then there was kind of like then it was really kind of moving for like a couple years where you could really make some shit shake off of
Everybody was
Twitter.
getting put into writers'
Like
rooms
real
off
TV
of
jobs
that.
off of Twitter. I always knew that was never gonna be my journey, so
Really?
I never even really tried. But I feel like y'all slid in right before it became like Musk's Twitter.
Yes, right
And-
before it was X, right before.
Yes.
I mean, it was, to me, I could see the pipeline because people had done it before me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think I had seen Io had done it and Jabuki had done it. And I loved Jabuki. I thought he was so smart and so funny. And I was like, yeah, I could do this, but for bitches. Like, it was really simple. It wasn't even that complicated. And then just kept doing it. And it started to, yes, it was going viral, but I also was finding that I really enjoyed just like sitting in a dark room and writing
Putting
jokes
shit out.
and then putting them out
Yeah.
and seeing how they did. And it was really, really enjoyable. So Then that
so that's how we knew
translated
each other.
So we knew of each other.
Yes. Can I say you're the first person to go back to the theme of the show?
Yeah.
So many people have brought in music lyrics. You're the first person to ever bring in a music video.
Oh, fire.
You're the first person to ever bring in a
The
music
You Don't
video.
Know You Don't Know My Name.
You Don't Know My Name by Alicia Keys. Can you tell us what gravitated you towards this song?
Well, we'll get into it, but the song that I chose was Miss Fat Booty by Mos Def.
Yes, of course.
Which led me to go back into all of Unk's catalog.
Yeah.
And
got a lot. There's
he's
a lot in
got
there.
a lot. He's got a lot. Also, there's a meme circling right now. Have you seen this?
No.
It says, this is what 28 feels like.
Oh, and it's him.
And like Common.
Yeah.
So a bunch of niggas in the classic 28-year-old hat.
Well, it was, and also like that was such a period of time in rap where it's like there used to really be a divide. It used to be like, all right, you are a conscious nigga or you are like, or you got change and you're wearing like, these used to be like.
It was racist. It was like a racist divide.
It was like, I'm the right type of black guy or like I'm the wrong type. I'm glorifying the right type. I'm glorifying God and uplift. But all them niggas used to be like mad misogynistic too. You know, all the like, and also I feel like a big hallmark of that would be they had the knit cap or the like forward facing Kangol. And then they would also always have like crazy sideburns that didn't connect to their beard necessarily.
Okay.
Really patchy beard situation going on.
And that's how you
in
knew what lines.
You feel me? It's like
them
niggas Mos Def did not get a haircut for at least 11 years. And it felt like you couldn't because it felt like if you looked too nice, then it was you weren't down for the cause.
Yeah, like you had to kind of have a homely appearance.
Yeah.
You kind of had to be I just emerged from Marcy Projects.
Yeah.
Yes, like right now.
You could have a necklace on, but it could only be made out of beads.
Or
an
you
Africa
had, or
chain.
a scarf.
Ooh, a lot of
scarf.
scarf with the beads and
Exactly.
and a wristband. Remember when niggas was wearing like athletic wristbands?
Or the knit ones.
Woo!
And it had Velcro
Speak
or
on
it
it.
had like a belt buckle on it.
Yeah, of course.
That was a weird,
the leather
dark
leather
time.
bracelet era, of course.
That was my uncle used to dress like that. I used to clown him all the
I
time.
bet you he was getting it in though.
He really was.
I bet you it was a lot of
Right, a lot of poems being written in the garage.
You feel me?
You know,
the shorties with that was on the Palo Santo early.
Yes.
Yeah, he was rocking that.
Yeah. So, and then also during that time, I was really into getting Alicia Keys braids.
Of course.
I really
with the beads on there.
And
of course.
With the one would come right over the ear and kind of dangle like this, like
because it'd be the tight cornrows back.
Yeah.
You know, and then all the beads on the I remember.
I might do that next week.
It's not too late.
That's not going anywhere.
It's not too
for
late.
me.
It's a timeless look.
Yeah, it's perfect. In that time, she had this really cool crisscross pattern on the You Don't Know My Name video. And I remember I used to always be like, this is the one. Like this, I would try to take this to people and nobody could get it right. Even now, I'm still kind of chasing.
In Nebraska, it feels like.
Oh, my God.
You got to be in a different city, maybe. Maybe you hit Baltimore. They could probably help you get that together. You go to Chicago.
Easy.
You find the right person to make that happen.
They're doing that on the street corner.
You feel me?
And for free.
Of course.
So in the You Don't Know My Name video, you've seen it recently? When
yes,
did
I
you
have.
see it?
The very first time I saw it, I was in the 7th grade, and it was right before Christmas. And this is when music videos used to be on TV.
Yep.
And it was on it was either VH1 or BET, one of those two. And I remember the Christmas tree was glowing, and I heard this song for the first time, and it was legitimately so beautiful. The first time I saw it, I felt emotional.
Yeah.
Because I heard it. I'm 12 when this song, probably 11, 12 years old when this comes out. I'm damn, it feels, he don't even know her name.
Don't.
He don't even know her name.
He coming here every Wednesday during his lunch break.
And what does he order?
And he don't know.
And what does he order?
The fucking special.
And what's the special?
It's the fried fish with greens and yams.
Yeah. And what does he order to drink?
And then she's like, okay, yeah, that's all you want. And then he's like, he gets her. I think it's supposed to play I want to keep talking to you.
Yeah.
Or I want to, it's a metaphor for her being hot. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to get the hot chocolate. I need that hot chocolate. And nobody in the whole, they're all at the counter. Nobody's like, you want fish with chocolate? Yeah, are you sure? Are you sure? Nobody even questions it.
For those of y'all at home, that is Mos Def at a diner ordering fried fish and yams with hot chocolate on the side. And do you remember what she says to him in this? I will say she's so sensual. She's so sexy in that moment.
She's so, okay.
I'm hearing her voice the way she started like,
she's putting that shit on. Do you remember it like halfway? Okay, so the whole thing, and this also goes with the song, because
Yes.
I lust for a time when music videos were like full Shakespearean,
Productions.
like
Whole
act
story.
1, act 2, act 3. Like the first scene happens when she's a waitress at the diner.
Yep.
Right? Mos Def comes in, he's like, oh, your boy came in. She said, what? And then he orders the food, gets the hot chocolate. The next scene, for some reason, they're at a party together. Don't know how they got there.
no,
They're
just
at a-
happened that way.
Exactly. They're at a party and it's like all red, and then somebody knocks over like a credenza and people are starting to fight. And then right in that moment, Alicia's like, yeah, and when I seen you, I knew. And she just launches into this sensual, like, it's like a whole minute long. Remember when people could focus for a minute?
Barely. Yeah, I do remember this.
Her just like horny talking about Mos Def and
Yes.
how amazing, I see you and, I look different with my work clothes on.
Yeah.
And it's
That's a good impression.
It's,
That's a good Alicia Keys.
I thought I was her for a while.
Of course.
I thought her and Brandy, it was like,
It's a good combo.
good God. I know I was so stupid. People would be like, what's your celebrity look like? I'd be like, yeah, Brandy.
You'd be like,
People like, you don't look anything like Brandy. Well, if you squint,
And
Anyway.
do you remember what she says about the hot chocolate that she makes him? He gets the fried fish and the
Oh,
greens and
yeah.
the hot chocolate.
God, she says, I have to stop doing her voice. She says,
Go ahead.
my manager be tripping. She says, he don't want me to use the water, but I be using the milk. I be using the whole milk, the whole regular milk.
Her manager
for
want her
you.
to just do hot chocolate mix
Yeah.
and water.
Yeah.
But she's like, oh, no, Mos Def special.
It's Mos Def.
So he going, you know what I'm saying? His
Yes.
his facial hair situation, questionable. He got on, what type of hat did he have on in this?
He had on the 28-year-old hat.
I do feel that way. But
or
let
a
me-
fedora, like
Yeah.
angled like T.I.
Yeah.
He had a lot of different hats.
Let's go ahead and pull up.
During that time.
Woo!
What do you have
Okay,
on?
so in the diner scene that we're remembering, he's
Yeah.
he's hatless.
Just bald head?
He it's just as he
He
got
has a
like,
fade?
No, he don't got a.
Oh!
You know he didn't have a fade.
Dang, he has the lineup from 2003 where the
Yeah.
edges is curved.
Yeah.
Like an iPhone.
Yeah, it's not. it's not what you want.
It's whoa.
His lineup kind of looked like a hexagon, which
Yeah.
is not. That's not the shape that you're ever really
That's
aiming
nobody's. There's no. That's not a shape. That's not a shape up.
But then in the party, yep, you guessed it. He fedoraed
Fedodo.
down. He fedoraed
The fedodo.
down in this. He wasn't gonna get through the whole. I like to imagine that there was just like he was like, "Hey, y'all got any hats for me in wardrobe?" And they're like, "Nah, Mos Def, it's just your regular hair." And he was like, "I'm gonna get me a hat on.
He's looking at like the Teamsters and the grips, like, hey, yo.
You got something?
Yo.
Hey, my man.
Hey, yo.
my man doing the lights.
Yo.
I see you got that. Yeah.
That good fedora.
What he didn't even have the patchy facial hair. What he actually
No.
he had the long sideburn.
Yes.
He had the skinny long
Chin,
side.
like the chin strap,
the chin strap
sideburn.
that connects all the way to like a little goatee in the front.
Oh my God.
It's a nasty
So
time
patch.
that we were dealing with.
And that's what brings me to this song.
Yeah, go ahead. Miss Fat Booty.
Miss Fat Booty.
Yeah, speak on it.
Unc is horny as hell.
Of course.
But at the time, I imagine that was like the most wholesome shit you could be saying. Like, it was the same time where Styles P was still saying the F slur. You know what I
course,
mean?
of
Like,
course.
that was a breath of fresh air that he was like, I'm going to do a 3-act play
Yes.
about pursuing this girl, her rejecting me, and figuring that out. But to me now, if that song came out,
Yeah.
go to jail.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That is extremely, extremely too vivid and horny.
Which part of it makes you feel like he should go to jail?
Smash it like an Idaho potato. Yo! And it's beautiful. It's all beautiful. The lead up, meeting this girl on Moses. Smash it like an Idaho. What?
Mos Def.
What?
Mos Def, come on.
Nigga, you know too many words.
Yeah.
Some people know too many words. You're too loose with it, because that's wild.
Some people not using their knowledge for good.
No.
Some people using it for evil, and that's kind of what's happening here.
Wicked acts.
Idaho potato.
Smash it like an Idaho potato. See, this is where I have to get the lyrics up, because this song is actually like an epic. It's not.
We got the whole thing.
Ass so fat you could see it from the front.
Yeah, well, that's real.
She spot me like paparazzi. Shot me a glance in that Catwoman stance with the fat booty pants. Hot damn. What's your name, love? Where you came from? Neck and wrist laced up. Very little makeup. Before Drake. He already on that. On natural. Before Drake.
Sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on.
Before Drake.
That's when you're the prettiest.
Come on.
People don't talk about Mos Def as an innovator.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? People think because he had the hexagonal hairline situation that he can't be an innovator, but that's simply untrue.
That's not true. They was trying to play because he really is the source code for all of this.
Right. And he made important music for niggas that walk to work.
Exactly. Exactly. He's kind of so much closer to Kodak Black than we've ever even.
Speak on that.
Mos Def, Kodak Black,
Anthony Hamilton,
Mexico Dro,
Whoa.
Anthony Hamilton, all black working class music.
That's right.
That's all. People would be like, see them on a lineup and be like, why are they all together? It's for construction workers and warehouse workers.
If you got a long shift doing manual labor, and you would and you trying to use your girl card, but she busy, she got stuff going on, and you just gotta hoof it. Go ahead and throw on some Mos Def. You're not thinking about that right now. You thinking that you're supposed to be putting on whatever's going. You think you got to put on Kendrick. Oh, he trying to uplift the black man. No.
Turn off All Right.
No.
Turn on the panties.
Yep.
Turn on Miss Fat Booty.
The panties still goes up.
The pennies actually. I have a feeling that this song, if we were to bring it up, be like, yo, brother Yasin, what's up? He'd be like, it's not my best work. I think he would be like, yo, okay. There's other songs on that album.
Yeah,
I love him.
Yes.
I love him. I have had the honor of getting to meet him and watch him speak and just kind of like this chorus of, to this day, I'm going to say this, and I hope Dave Chappelle don't find me. Mos Def is funnier than Dave.
Whoa.
Mos Def is the comedian.
Whoa.
That's such a wild claim. Mos Def.
Speak on it.
He could have, if he wanted to, he could have had a massive stand-up career, he would have been like Patrice level.
I believe
successful.
I think it's a pretty fine line, I think, between comedian and rapper anyway. I think I think that's why those groups like each other so much. Yeah. I feel like there's a very natural, I feel like both of us feel like we could dip our toe into the other thing. I feel like the rappers that I've known all are kind of like, especially like Kanye. Remember Kanye used to be funny.
He used to be and it wasn't like funny, like, haha, I'm trying to make jokes. He was just so confident. Yes. He was so sure of himself in a way that like Danny McBride from Eastbound and Down.
Exactly.
Like that was Kanye.
That's actually why he couldn't be a comedian, because it's like comedians are too self-aware. They like know that they kind of ain't shit. And I feel like Kanye those words couldn't even leave his mouth. Yeah. Do you want to listen to a voicemail before we go?
Okay, let's go.
What up? My favorite lyric is from Bedrock by Young Money.
He had a long day.
The gutta.
I put her
I'm
under.
gutta. Mm-hmm. I put her under.
Yep.
I see me with her. No Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
She don't even wonder. 'Cause she knows she bad.
Yeah.
And I got her.
Huh?
Grocery bad.
Yo.
Grocery bad.
Yo.
I mean, I spend the beginning of this being like, I know this lyric so well, but I spent the beginning. I was like, I hear this voice. Tough to say. It says it's from Massachusetts, so it's like I can't really tell what's going on.
Oh, you know that's a white man.
It felt that way, and then I was like, but we're about to find out 100% for sure. And he took a big pause too. He goes, and I got her grocery bag. He took it almost as if he thought of it first. He was just like, well, shit. He's like, maybe I could. He's like, maybe they would. And he was like, no, I'll just get the grocery bag.
I'm proud of him. I'm really proud of him. And it's honestly, I didn't see the podcast. You've done the song before with somebody.
Bedrock?
Yeah, right?
Somehow, some way.
I feel like one of these podcasts had been named Bedrock.
Oh, I don't know who maybe early. Okay. Maybe early. But I don't know if we've ever I feel like we could do a whole episode on that song in particular.
Yeah.
I think we might start doing that. I think that might end up being
fire.
like a thing that we do is like bonus stuff is like, all right, we just gonna break down like a song. Or
I mean,
that whole,
literally that whole song, she watching that Oxygen.
I'm watching ESPN.
And when that show ends, she all on my skin.
Lotion.
Like, it's just one of the dumbest songs in the world. But
early Drake too.
Early Drake. Mm-hmm. Early young Money, because
that was in Nicki was like still
Nicki,
on her way up.
What does Nicki say on that song?
Okay, let me. Okay,
it's my turn.
It's time to put this pussy on your sideburns. Which is the thing that I thought about a lot. I was maybe just starting to have sex when this song was like, coming out, and I was just like, okay, so it's supposed to be on the sideburns.
Okay.
There was so much rap shit that got said before I was really fucking that I was like, well, they must know better. They clearly have fucked more than me. But I was like, okay, but if it's on the sideburns,
she squats?
That can't be good for her, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down. You could put it there if you want, but I just feel like.
Huh. I mean, Nicki is just notorious for saying the most disgusting things,
of
like
course.
Using her theater background to somehow cleverly say the most disgusting things. She has this song with Ariana Grande where she says, wrist icicle, ride dick bicycle. And for a long time, this also goes along with the song Say Ah. I didn't know what it meant. There are a lot of things in my life I made them way more disgusting than they probably needed to be.
Yeah.
Wrist icicle, I thought this is so gross. I thought she was talking about
Go ahead.
I was just talking about cum like dripping down the hand.
On her wrist.
On her wrist. And so I thought that's what you maybe were supposed to do. Like, of course, never followed through, but I thought that was the guidebook. I thought it was the guidebook. I was like, I guess that's what you have to do. And then you have to ride dick like a bicycle.
Right.
Which doesn't seem enjoyable.
You're pedaling.
You're bobbing back and forth.
This is how I know. This is how you're a true artist, because it's like you took something that was like very obvious and then you crafted an entire narrative around it that was like much more elaborate than what was like actually going on.
I mean, that's usually how I end up liking bad music too, because my husband will play something for me or I'll show him something. I'll be like, no, babe, you're missing that. They're talking about capitalism.
Sure.
And he's like, no, they're not saying anything.
They're talking about eating ass.
They're talking about eating ass.
Yeah.
They're 16. It's SoundCloud. Like, they don't actually have any grasp of the world. So, yeah.
With that.
Hello.
We got to go. Ida.
We got to go.
I mean,
Devon.
Do you have anything you'd like to plug for the people before we get out of here?
To plug for the people? Oh, I'm going to be in Golf, a show on Netflix called Golf. I play Keith David's daughter.
Sick. Legend.
Yep, on a new Netflix show called Golf.
Is he a bad guy on the show?
He's not a bad guy. He kind of plays a dummy, which is really, really funny.
Yeah, he never does that.
Yeah,
he's always such a villain in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's got that menacing face.
Of course.
I play his daughter. I'm going to be on that show. I think it'll come out in like June, but we're filming it now. And then, of course, be on the lookout. I'm going to partner up with, what's this production company called?
Don't worry about it.
I'm going to be starting a podcast about
that's
music.
similar to this, but better.
About music.
Yeah.
About music and secrets.
Stay tuned. And it's just gonna be a little bit music and a lot people airing out their beefs with each other.
Secrets, yes. That's juicy. Okay.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Devon.
Yeah. Thanks, y'all. Bye.
We did it.
My Favorite Lyrics is a production by Disco Nap. If you guys like what you hear, leave a review and tell a homie about the show. And make sure to follow us at My Favorite Lyrics Pod on all social platforms, except for Twitter. We offer that. You can learn more about this week's guest and the My Favorite Lyrics team by checking out the show's notes. And thank you to the guys that made this show happen. Our executive producer, Lauren Mandel, our associate producer, Carmen Kerrigan, our editor, Nicole Lyons, and also the team at Melrose Podcast in LA who engineered this episode. We'll catch y'all next week.